Man, I don't know about y'all, but I think you can tell everything about a person just by what beer they're drinking. Like everything, no cap. I'm talking personality, life choices, their whole situation. I figured this out at a cookout. My boy pulled up with a Corona and a lime already in it, bro. Already in it, before he even sat down. And I was like, yo, I know exactly who this man is. He's got a diffuser in his apartment. He owns one of those little fancy cutting boards shaped like a state. He definitely refers to his emotional availability in casual conversation. That's a whole type right there, bro. And it got me thinking. I went home and I started doing research. Real research, not peer-reviewed, not published, not verified by anybody with a degree. Just me, my laptop, and a warm Coors Light I forgot about. But I'm telling you right now, this is the most accurate personality test you will ever take in your entire life. More accurate than Myers-Briggs. More accurate than your horoscope. More accurate than asking your mom what she thinks your problem is. Way more accurate than that last one, bro. So let's start with the classics. The domestic drinker. The Bud Light, Budweiser, Miller Lite guy. Now listen, I got nothing but love for this man. This dude just got off a 10-hour shift. He's got dust on his boots. He's got a tape measure clipped to his belt like it's a fashion accessory, bro. He is not out here thinking about hops or malt profiles or whatever. He cracked that beer before he even fully sat down in the lawn chair. Before the chair finished creaking, he looked at me dead in the eyes and he went, cold. That's it. That's the whole review. Cold. And honestly, respect. I fought that. This guy is the backbone of every barbecue ever held on American soil. He's reliable. He shows up on time. He will absolutely fix your fence if you ask him and feed him. He's been drinking the same beer since he was 19 and he will die on that hill, bro. Literally. He will be buried with a bud in his hand and nobody at that funeral is going to question it. And then you got the fitness bro. The dude sipping on an ultra low-cal something with like 95 calories and 3 grams of carbs. He told me the macros, bro. Unprompted. I didn't ask. I was literally looking at a bird. He tapped my arm and said, 95 calories. I said, okay. He said, fits my cut. I didn't even know what that meant at the time. I thought he was talking about a wound. This guy's got a gallon jug of water in one hand and a little beer in the other, and he somehow convinced himself those two things cancel each other out. That's not how that works, bro. That is not how any of this works. But I'm not going to tell him. Because the look on his face when he's holding that beer is the same look I had on Christmas morning when I was 6 years old. Pure joy. And who am I to take that from him? Let that man have his 95 calories now, the craft beer guy, the IPA guy specifically. Oh my god, bro. I feel like I need to take a deep breath just thinking about this dude. He walked up to me at this thing and he went, have you tried this? It's got notes of grapefruit, pine resin, and a light floral finish. Notes. He said notes. Like he's reviewing a jazz album. I took a sip. It tasted like somebody squeezed a lemon into a pine cone. And I go, damn, bro, that's a lot. And he looked at me like I just insulted his whole bloodline. Like I had personally wronged him and every hop farmer in Oregon. This is the same dude who calls beer a session, bro. A session. Like it's a therapy appointment. He's got opinions about water pH. He refers to the brewery by its first name like they're friends. He's never been there. He just follows them on Instagram. And finally, my personal favorite. The guy who doesn't even know what beer he's drinking. The mechanic. The legend. He reached into a cooler that's been sitting in a garage since 2019 and he just grabbed one. No label check, no hesitation. He cracked it, took a long pull, wiped his mouth with the back of his wrist, and went back to whatever he was fixing under that truck. I asked him what kind it was. He looked at the can for the first time. He went, cold one. Same energy as the domestic guy. They are brothers in spirit, bro. They might actually be the same person at different stages of life. This man is unbothered. Fully, completely unbothered. He's got motor oil on his forearms, a wrench in his back pocket, and zero interest in discussing fermentation with anybody.